Good day everybody, this is Grady from Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival. How are you all doing today, and I hope you're all well. Stick around, I've got a challenge. I was just minding my own business the other day, and then I got a message on my phone, and this is what it was.
You're well, mate. I haven't seen you set yourself a challenge, so I thought I'd pop your cherry, mate. I challenge you to carry a 10 litre day sack. So the rules are, carry a pack no more than 10 litres, must carry out your 10 C's of survivability with all your food and drink for a meal and a brew. You are not allowed fire. Let's break you in gently. That's what I said to your mum. Hope you're well, mate. Don't be weak and accept the challenge.
So Williams was a former soldier of mine, absolutely outstanding lad, loves the blues. We had many a drunken night listening to the blues back in Germany. And, well, I accept, and that's exactly why I'm out today. I've got the Warhound with us. And I've got my 10 C's of survivability and my 10 litre pack, along with my food and water. And I'm not going to have a fire, so let's get to it. Stated, I'm not allowed anything but the 10 C's, a 10 litre pack and all my food. So I interpreted that as the 10 C's of survivability in here, except for my Scott and Sail needle. Do have, and what I've also got as well is the redundancies as well. So I've got an extra lighter, I've got an extra cutting tool as well. And I've also got another combustion device as my small ferro rod, and I've also got the duct tape handle as well that I made. What this is also good for, this can also be used as a frying pan. Brew mug, another container, another redundancy. Got the pocket rocket. Now I've got my gas. As one of the rules was I'm not allowed to make a fire to make a meal, I've interpreted that as I'm not allowed to actually set an actual fire on the ground. So how I've interpreted that is, he didn't say anything about not using gas, so that's exactly what I'm using. Right, measure out my brew. I've got 750 litres worth of water with me today in this water bottle. So what I'll do is I'll just measure it out, and I'm now going to transfer it into here. And then put that on there. All I'll do is just boil that up. Got two of them, because I like strong coffee. Yeah. I would normally bring filter coffee with us, but as I've got the space challenge, I've just brought them. And I'll just wait for the water to boil. And this is what I'm working with today. Got potato, onion, carrot, garlic, bird-eye chilli, onion, some Philadelphia cheese, some tuna and some tomato puree, and I've got a stock cube there as well. Now I'm not entirely sure what I'm actually making. I don't know the name of it. If you know what I've actually made today, drop us a comment in the comment section and let us know what recipe I've actually just created. I'm actually quite curious. Time for a brew. mentioned before, I also carry redundancies within my 10cc of survivability, and today I'm using my cold steel, and that's just going to act as my knife. And the fact that I've not got a tin opener with us, I am actually going to have to open this tuner up as well. But until I do that, let's just crack on with prepping the ingredients. And Bobby's here to have a sniff as ever. And the worst of it is, don't have a spoon or anything like that because it's not part of my 10Cs. So I think I'm just going to have to like make a spoon of some description, or a flat item I can scoop this food up with, or I could just lick it out with a hot bowl. But I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. And it wouldn't be bushcraft or survival if I didn't make something that I needed. Kind of cheating really, isn't it? I wonder if I could feather stick the carrot. What do you reckon? Take that as a no. I feel like Alex Franklin from Bushcraft and his feather sticking. That'll do. I brought a large carrot out because Bobby loves them. Bobby, come on, what's this? Ah, wait. What's that? Oh. Gives it to you. Gives it to you. Gives it to you. Right, I'm just going to use this just to stir and then just to pick some stuff up. I know it's not big, but I don't need it to be. So let's give it. Notice how my thumb is in while I'm using my knife to open it up. If I slip, I don't want to chop my thumb off. Put the lid back on and then let's just let that simmer. So while my food's cooking, all I'm going to be doing is just practicing some fella sticks. So just get the bark off in the area I want. If you watch me waxwood stick video, I found out that I actually switched for feathering and fine work. I've actually switched to the Mora because it's a lot thinner and I can actually achieve a lot more. So a feather stick, what we're aiming to do is clear off any bark that you don't want. Okay, now we're looking for a flat, create a flat edge. Okay, I've got a relatively flat edge now, so what I'm going to do is this is where your control is. So when you get hold of your knife, make sure you've got a good grip of it and it's always away from you. The closer you are to the edge here, the more control you have. And this is just all about practicing your different depths and your different pressures. And all you're going to do is just nice and gently push away from you. Now it doesn't really matter if these curls come off, because again it's all just due to practice. And if you can't keep them on the stick, you can easily just put them back on later. So it can get relatively frustrating, but it's all about the practice. Now I'm no expert at this, but I am constantly learning. Tilt at the point of the floor, notice which way they go there, curl off to your right. If you tilt it upwards, it'll go off to your left. This just requires patience and practice. You're not going to get good at this overnight. I've been doing this for a long time and it's something I still struggle with. Feather sticking something that I definitely don't practice enough, but it's something I do want to get better at, because feather sticks aren't my go-to for fire making. I neglect it quite a bit actually. And all you're doing is just building them up on the same edge. I'm using oak wood here from a branch I found. You might want to do a bit of research to see what's a softer wood for you. Softer wood has a tendency to be a lot more easily to work with, and harder woods clearly are a bit more tough, require more pressure, but again, angle, depth and pressure. Oh, that fell off, but it doesn't matter. I find this really relaxing. And I just do it around a campfire. Or while my food's cooking. Now you've got something called fire sticks, fire darts, sorry. And this is the exact same principle, but rather than doing it on one side, you do it all the way around. As you can see there, right in the middle, I'm getting the pith. It's not a very good attempt, I admit, but at least it's an attempt nonetheless. Does it matter that that's falling off? No, it doesn't, because all I'm going to do is just pick it up and use it on the fire. Obviously I'm not allowed to have a fire today because of William's challenge, but again, this is just practice. If you've never done this before, what I would suggest you do is you just start small, and then the more confident you get bigger. See, that's frustrating. Just to get it going. So the theory of it is, anyway, you set fire to one of the smaller ones, let it engulf itself. But you want to try and get about 6 of these. Now there's another little thing that you can do, I've mentioned before, the push them method. This allows you to control the depth and the pressure. And if this is how you've got to start off, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. You all have to start somewhere. The more confident you get with your knife skills, you'll be able to do that and get them longer as well. So there I have it. First attempt with the Mora knife, feather stick. Let's get some food and a brew. That's me dinner for the day. Like I say, I don't even know what this is called. If you know what it is, stick a comment in the box underneath and let us know. And then me brew. Let's chow down. Let's give it a go, shall we? Oh wow, it's actually Really nice. Garlic and chili's giving it a nice little kick. Oh, actually, guys, this is actually quite outstanding. Thinly cut potatoes, nice and soft. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am very impressed with myself right now. Nice and creamy with the cheese. Tomato tinge with the puree. Although I probably could have done better with me stick. I'm going to go and get nasty on this. Catch you in a few. I've proved a point. Not with a challenge, but I've actually just proved a point that the fact that because we're in lockdown, we're still allowed out. We're just not allowed to socialise that we used to, etc., etc. But I've just proved the point that the fact that you can actually go out and spend time outdoors and not mope indoors. I've got out today. I've took my furry warhound out. I've made some food. I've made a brew, and I've actually managed to spend some time outside, away from daytime TV and boredom more than anything. Currently I'm working from home. I work maybe it's half a day a week at the minute, and I've got a lot of time on my hands, and considering I'm a serving soldier, that's not a good combination. Bored squaddies locked up, so I'm making the most out of my time. Get outside, achieve something, even if it's taking the dog or the kids out for a walk. Do it. News as well. Alex Franklin from Bushcraft got back to us. He has completed my challenge, and his video for that is going to be released on Sunday, and I'm really looking forward to that one. See how he gets on with the one stick challenge to make a brew. Can't wait, big lad. Isn't he a glorious beast? In summary today then, what we've covered is Will Eames's challenge, 10 litre pack challenge. Rules were I had to have nothing more than 10 litre pack, which I've got with us just here, my shoulder pack. I had to make a brew, I had to make a meal as well. I also had to carry my 10 C's of survivability. Although I didn't use any of them bar the lighter and the container for the mess tin and the brew mug, it takes up the space. That's what gives it the challenge, just reduces that space down to see what I could actually achieve today. I also had to carry my food and water within that as well. It was packed, I couldn't have caught any more. So thank you very much, Will, for that challenge. I think that went quite successful. Practiced some feather sticking as well with the Mora knife. And then we've managed to achieve everything that I've actually set out to achieve today. So outstanding, thanks very much. If any of you have got any challenges for me in the future, by all means please ask, as long as it's realistic. Or if any of you want the recipe, or any of my loadouts as well. If you've got any questions about anything I do, or anything that I carry, depending on what I'm doing and which loadout I'm taking, by all means I'll do a video on it. Next, I just want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing and pushing on my social media. It's greatly appreciated. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share it and like it. If you've got any comments, throw the comments in. I'm always up for constructive criticism, just to try and better myself. Keep the push, really appreciate it. And so is Bobby, because he gets to come out with us all the time as well. Thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.